of mine. Nigeria on my mind. Born in diversity.
It was an evening to celebrate peace effort and to welcome the third set of the Cardinal Onaiyekan Foundation for Peace (COFP) fellows who were drawn from all over the country. Out of the 400 applications that were sent in from all over the country, these 55 lucky candidates were shortlisted for the 2020-2021 COFP Fellowship. This dinner was specially put together to welcome the new fellows who will be working in their various communities to promote peace, dialogue, mediation, and reconciliation upon completion of their one-year fellowship.
Over 400 applications we received. Looking at the importance of the fellowship program and what they will be doing, we looked at what the field where they are, how they are going to be useful to the fellowship program, how they are going to impact on people and the communities where they are coming from, and then what they have been doing also inspired us too. Because you will not say that you are interested in peace building and you have never done any kind of work that relates to peace building.
How do you expect Nigeria to be in the absence of this kind of effort, if there is no interfaith dialogue, if there is no interfaith mediation? What will be the result? I don't think that it's not working, but it's working.
Before I came to Cardinal Onaiyekan Foundation, I was expecting that it was the normal interfaith session we used to have back in my state. But when I come here, I realized that it was different. Before going into any interfaith dialogue, I have to go in depth or know the fundamentals and basics of the two religions, so as not to step on the other religions too, which I learned here.
The Executive Director of COFP, Reverend Sister Agatha Chikelue, in her welcome address, stated that despite considerable effort to the threat to peace, the problem continued unabated.
COFP Fellowship Program is a one-year program that is subdivided into 3 modules. Today, it has become an annual event that brings together 35 to 50 local actors, leaders, and civil society groups across the country to carefully reflect and examine peace-building approaches and experiences through conflict transformation, dialogue, mediation, and reconciliation as essential elements in building sustainable peace and resilience. Without doubt, the COFP Fellowship Program is a trailblazer which will continue in the best tradition of our founder, who is here, John Cardinal Onaiyekan, in the pursuit of faith, social justice, excellence, understanding, respect, and harmony.
Declaring the event open, the founder of the foundation and the Archbishop Emeritus of Abuja Archdiocese, His Eminence John Cardinal Onaiyekan, in his remarks, called on religious leaders to counter religious fanaticism and foster unity in the country.
To ensure that religion becomes and remains a positive influence and a force for good in our common search for peace and harmony, it is not enough to condemn violent religious extremism. We, as religious leaders, must make effort to eschew all forms of religious fanaticism that rejects others and creates fertile grounds for violent extremism to grow and thrive. I'm happy to declare open this 3rd fellowship program of the COFP Foundation.
The Peace Cultural Troupe, who were beautifully dressed in Zulu attire of South Africa, were on ground to provide entertainment to the new fellows and other dignitaries present.
before I came for the Cardinal Icons program, what I had in mind to learn was for me to come and learn, unlearn and also relearn so many things that were not right, that I thought it was right. But for this past 5 days, it has actually been a very educative one. To a point, it has equally helped me to balance my ideology on interreligious faith dialogue. And also it has equally helped me to learn how to balance single stories, because I knew I had so many challenges in my community where community people comes up with so many issues and then you begin to think of how to address them. But for this past 5 days, with what I've learned, I will be able to go back to my community and also being able to address most of those issues on how to balance the inter-religious dialogue conversations and also how to equally balance most of the single stories that most of us, including me, have been having concerning conflicts entirely.
There was a short documentary of the previous fellows of the Cardinal Icon Foundation for Peace Fellowship.
Over the past years, Cardinal Icon Foundation for Peace, COFP, has successfully established itself in the space for countering violent extremism by developing and adapting programs for positive change within the socio-economic, religious, and political context of Nigeria.
Determined to carry on the mantle of peace mediation and interreligious dialogue in the various Nigerian communities, recently commenced the second edition of its 2019-2020 session of the Peace Fellowship Program in Abuja.
COFP uses a bottom-up approach in all her peace-building efforts by investing and supporting initiatives that are locally designed and led by local communities. The discovery of a novel coronavirus disease has exposed our connectedness as human as well as social injustice, tribalism, discrimination, poverty, and inequality that continue to divide us.
From the first module and this third module, I realized that I've been using my head to handle so many things. But I now realize that for me to be able to handle other people, to be able to have peaceful coexistence with other people, I need to use my heart.
Joshua is a pastor of the Light of the World Evangelical Church, Kano State, and the chairman of Youth Wing of CAN. He is from Kaduna State and holds a BTH in theology from Joseph Ayobabalola University, Osun State. He believes that through the fellowship program, he will acquire more skills in peace building, and it keeps people of different faiths together under one indivisible umbrella.
Usman Risikat Bola is a Muslim from Oyo State and lives and works in Abuja. She is the Amira of the Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria, FCT, and holds a diploma in public administration. She wants to improve her knowledge on the commonalities between the two major religions, Christianity and Islam, and further implement projects that will enhance peaceful coexistence among the adherents of both religions.
Akerele Julia is a Christian of Cherubim and Seraphim denomination from Edo State and works in Lagos State. She is the National Secretary of Women Wing of CAN and the National Director of the Children Department, Organization of African Instituted Churches, Nigeria region. She holds a BA Homs in French from ABU Zaria. Julia believes that the capacity building of the COFP Fellowship Program will equip her with the requisite skills and techniques in dialogue and mediation processes.
Bello Latif Adekunle is a Sunni Muslim from Oyo State and resides and works in Mina, Niger State. He is the Policy and Communication Officer at Development Initiative of West Africa, DIWA, Mina. He is also a facilitator and trainer at Dawa Institute of Nigeria, DIN, Mina, Niger State. He holds a BA in Linguistics from the University of Ilori. His interest in understanding interreligious dialogue motivated him to apply for the fellowship program. Bello believes the fellowship program will help enhance his role at the Dawa Institute.
And some of the new fellows spoke on the need for the fellowship.
Well, I'm happy to be a part of this fellowship, and the main important thing we'll learn here today. Actually, this is the first module. We have just taken only one of the courses, so we learned that We just need simply to agree with ourselves, to respect other people's ideologies, and then to agree to disagree agreeably.
And for me, it's actually an opportunity to put in my knowledge from this into various projects I execute that also involves different religion.
It's my first time being an interreligious gathering. So I came here with the expectation that I would learn more about Christianity because I'm Muslim. And then I would learn how to go back to my community and talk to both Muslims and Christians. So in the first module in 5 days, I've learned a lot, not only learning from the other faiths, which is Christianity. Even Islam, there are a lot of things that I don't know before now as a practicing Muslim for 39 years. So I have learned them. And so if I go back to my community, because I work in a deep community in Maiduguri as a peace builder with an INGO, so this has added a lot to my knowledge. If I go back, certainly the activities I do in the field, the trainings I facilitate as a peace building trainer will really shift a little. I'll be mainstreaming a lot of interfaith activities in it.
Peace is living in harmony with one another in the society, sharing love.
With the first module that I've done, my capacity has been built on areas of similarities, a lot of areas of similarities between the Quran and the Bible, which I'm going to use to see that our community is able to stay in peace with each other. We're all worshiping one God, and our books, majorly, the first thing they do is to emphasize on goodness in living, good relationship, and I don't see how we cannot work or stay together like it used to be before. When I was growing up, we never had walls or fences around our house. We're always jumping from one house to another. I actually don't know what happened and how we got it wrong. So I will do my possible best. You know, an informed decision is always better than the one that you don't know. So I will use all the knowledge that I got. And I've actually improved my knowledge, like I said, on the Christian religion and, of course, how to dialogue. And I'm sure I'll use it to improve the community.
Standing tall.